Many leadership theories attempt to explain the differences that occur within leadership. One agreeable truth is that all leaders are not the same in the way that they handle the affairs of their followers. Nonetheless, there are general skills and traits that are associated with effective leaders. These are communication skills, commitment, integrity, and confidence. However, through the years, the lines between the skills and have been elusive, therefore prompting researchers to develop alternatives for defining the concept of leadership. After much deliberation, I think that situational leadership theory effectively defines the context of leadership, not only based on the leader's context, but also on the followers as well. This presentation reviews situational leadership theory and its relevance in the 21st century environment. The situational leadership first appeared in two relative theories. One theory was by Coleman. Situational leadership theory outlined 6 leadership styles employed by leaders in different situations. A leader can act as a coach or a pace setter. Coaching involves lifting a person's vision to higher heights, while pace setters lead by example. A leader can also be democratic or authoritative. A democratic leader will engage followers in the decision-making processes, while authoritative leaders will issue instructions for subordinates to follow. A leader can also be affiliative or coercive. An affiliative leader puts employees first, while the latter provides clear directions and objectives that must be adhered to by employees. First, while all these 6 styles of leaderships are not absolute, this means that leaders will employ them depending on the current organizational situation. The other situational leadership theory was advanced by Blanchard and Hersey. Blanchard, having developed his own situational leadership theory in his book, The 1-Minute Manager in 1982, merged his ideas with Hersey, who had developed an almost similar theory in his book, The Situational Leader in 1985. Together, the two came up with one of the most elaborate theories of leadership in the 21st century. Blanchard and Hersey proposed that leaders tend to elicit supportive or directive behaviors depending on the immediate situation. Supportive leadership aims at developing commitment, initiatives, and sense of responsibility among followers. Directive leadership, on the other hand, states that what is to be done and how it is to be done without putting much emphasis on the relationship between the leaders and his or her followers. Situational leadership, according to Blanchard and Hersey, can be therefore broken down into 4 proponents, detailing the followers' readiness and the behavioral levels depicted by the followers. The first proponent is high task, low relationship. In this case, the person who is required to perform a task has low abilities. To that may hinder the effectiveness of the outcome. As such, the leaders deploy a highly directive approach in ensuring the task is completed as required. The second proponent is high task, high relationship. In this case, the leader trains and guides a follower to accomplish the task rather than imposing his authority over the follower. The third proponent is of high relationship, low task. In this case, the person is well able to perform the task but lacks motivation. The leader therefore supports, encourages, and motivates the person to finish the task. The fourth and last proponent of situational leadership theory is that of low relationship, low task. In this case, the leader needs to coach the follower. The follower has proved that he or she is able and willing to improve. With a little coaching and support, the follower can achieve stellar results. These proponents highlight the very nature of situational leadership. Unlike other leadership theories that only apply to the business environment, the situational leadership theory provides a way of leaders to handle their followers in the most appropriate way, while great man and trait theories emphasizes on personal strength and ability. The situational theory describes a relationship building model between the leader and the followers. The 21st century organizational differs from traditional organizational settings in many ways. Obviously, one of the differences can be found in the use of technology. Face-to-face communication have been reduced to email and telephone conversations. Furthermore, promotions in the 21st century organization is based on supervision, have become performance-based rather than being based on individual strengths. Organizations are based on achievements rather than genuine concern for leadership, skills, and abilities. This is the premise of Jones' 2015 argument that the formation of results does not make great leaders. Consequently, team settings are now virtual due to teleconferencing and online discussion forums that are used to bridge the physical distances between employees of an organization. As a result, it becomes a challenging task to affect leadership skills in a 21st century organization. Despite the complexities in organizing tasks in a modern team setting, situational leadership still holds some relevance in the way leaders and followers can relate for the greater advantages of the organization. Tasks are easy to classify as high or low priority in the current organizational setting. Consequently, relationships can be developed based on the following skills and abilities. Previous outcomes from followers can be used to model new leadership styles that will enable an effective completion of the task. Conversely, using other theories such as skill and trait theories could prove difficult since there is little contact between employees and their leaders. It is no wonder that the most organizations like Walmart are still rely on situational leadership to resolve everyday management needs. Situational leadership theory goes beyond the business realm to include political and social leadership as well. It is flexible. It is a flexible leadership theory that creates the capacity of leaders and their followers to interact for the purpose of achieving a common goal. In political leadership, leaders can use this theory to understand the needs of their followers and respond appropriately. Thus, to reiterate Drucker's assertion that leadership should be used to lift a person to a higher heights by improving their performance. Thank you for listening.